Hello everyone, good evening, good evening. I'm actually making sure I'm on the right page. I have been known to put my live streams in the wrong place. So I am just making sure. Hey everyone. Okay, would someone tell me, am I on the right page? Am I on the manifesting page? Hi Katie. Katie, can you let me know? I know it sounds funny, but I have live streamed on the wrong page before. Okay, Trisha's here. Trisha, I think you're the only one I know isn't on my other pages. Hello everyone and welcome. I love talking to fellow Young Living peeps because when I smell my hands, you totally understand what I'm doing and don't think it's weird. So I want to start by, first of all, welcoming all of you. On behalf of all the other leaders, Trisha, Melissa, Courtney, and Susan and I, welcome to this Crossline Game Plan Squad. We are so excited to have you here. Thanks, December. I see that. And hi, my dear. We are so excited about this. We can hardly stand it. And the fact that I got to do the very first live stream makes me feel very special for you all. So, I wanted to do a few, what's the word I'm looking for? Getting started tips for y'all and announcements, and my fellow leaders were giving me a bunch of ideas of things that I needed to announce today. So let me get those out of the way so we can hop right into our topic for tonight. It's going to be an amazing one. And let me just tell you, first of all, the live streams, daily live streams are not going to be this big, okay? A lot of the chapters, we're just going to do a graphic, something that inspires you, a quote. There are a lot that don't call for an additional live stream besides what Sarah did, which is brilliant. This is my jam though, y'all, talking about the why and mindset and beliefs, and I can't not talk about it. So I just said, can I please do this one? And I really want to hop on, and a lot of the times we won't even tell you when the live stream is. We're just going to hop on whenever it is we're available and say a few words and hop off. But this is an important one to me. It is very near and dear to my heart, and if I can save this afterwards, I will, and I'll upload it to YouTube so you guys can access it for your team in the future if you would like. So just let me know, and I will see if I can get that taken care of for you. Okay, did y'all get your 2 worksheets? I already have one on my little clipboard. So you've got your tracking sheet, and the other sheet you have is the Oilability Accountability Sheet. Oilability. Okay, so this one is for us to do in this training, okay? We had this made for you to make it nice and pretty so you can look at it for 25 days and not get too sick of it. You start here, hence the start here. The intention was to kind of fill up like you're filling up a container, right? We're moving the line upward. And you're going to complete it. Look, I've done my video, I've done my book. I was working on my workbook right before we started. Now, the other thing we're going to share with you is we're going to share with you a secret word each and every day. That helps us leaders know when you hand these in to us that you've really done the work for the day. So I will be sharing with you my word of the day in a moment, so stay tuned. It's on my list, so don't forget. So you're going to want to tally that here, okay? So you're going to go across. You can see the number of the day is right there in the corner, so you can track that. Okay, the other one, this one is one that Sarah put together. You can get it on her website. If you have not seen her website, holy cow. It's called oilabilityteam.com. It's amazing. So much free stuff. She just gives everything away, y'all. Her bulk pricing for her books, it has no royalty for her in it at all. Like, she's giving the books away at her cost. It's amazing. But this is for each month. Okay, this is for you to print, and each month print it out so that you can do, there's a backside, or there's 2 sheets anyway, and you can track what you're doing and what you're working on. So this one is just for us for this training. That one is to use going forward. Download it, put it on your computer, and have it handy for yourself, and give it to your team for sure. Okay. We are going to do weekly giveaways. Each of the leaders for their team is going to do a weekly giveaway. So for everyone on my team, when you finish, if you finish all of the assignments between Monday and Friday by Sunday, I think I'll say Sunday. It might be Saturday for some of the other leaders, so check in with your leader. You are going to be entered into a drawing for something fun, okay? And each leader is going to do it for their team, and there's going to be a giveaway for the people who finish it, complete the whole training in total. So keeping up, there's a little fun involved with keeping up, to be sure. Okay, now keep going, y'all. It's going to feel intense. We just wanted to jump in. We said, let's just do this. Let's do Monday through Friday, 5 weeks. We're going to take the week of convention sort of off. We're going to do things to inspire and keep you going. But, you know, since so many of us will be at convention, it'll be hard to do assignments. We will take that week off. Keep going. Okay, you've got the weekend to catch up if you need to. Some of the chapters are a little shorter. I mean, some are a page, really. It's just you're out. Others are a little longer. There's a couple that are 30 pages, but I have to say those chapters have tons of graphics. So don't freak out. I guess just keep going. You know, if you need to double up, double up. Just keep going. This process is so profound, and I encourage all of you to see this moment as the moment. This is the day. Mark your calendar. May 22nd, 2017 is the day things changed for your business. When you started, you shifted your trajectory, okay? And you just started to shoot. You started to shoot for diamond, and it's happening. See it today. And dedicate yourself. Set aside the time. What I'm doing, I'm watching the videos kind of whenever I can. I have it on my phone. I was going to show you, but I guess I'm using my phone, so I can't show you. So I just have it as a screen on my phone, and whenever I can, I hit play. And then with the videos, with Sarah's videos, and then I stop it, and then I hit play next time I'm in the car. Absolutely. Accountability partner from Trisha. Yes, y'all. Watch for buddies, okay? Now, I know I posted Crossline Buddies in search of, and you guys did a lot of posting, and you're all looking. Give yourself some time to find someone you resonate with, okay? Pop into the Facebook page periodically and read people's posts. Find someone you resonate with who will also push you, okay? You don't want someone, I mean, seriously, I'm blue, in case you hadn't noticed. So I don't really need another blue, because then we will be all over. I need red or green to balance me and focus me, okay? And red and greens need a little bit of blue to get some ideas, to inject some fun, to get a little more lightheartedness into their life. Find someone who's going to balance you. Also find someone who's a similar rank. It's really hard to work with someone who is a much lower rank than you, because the tendency is you will be mentoring that person. And your accountability partner needs to be a little bit leveler, if you will. Okay? Katie, good for you. I see that. Yes. Yes. I love it. Okay? I think I may have covered everything. If I forgot anything, fellow leaders, please feel free to post if I missed anything. Let me tell you my word of the day. It's envision. Envision is the word of the day. That is one of my favorite oils, okay? Now, envision actually helps you see something bigger than you thought possible, okay? Envision helps you see something bigger than you thought possible. That oil is one of my favorites. Now, I'm going to share with you what I did today for oiling up beforehand. I used Envision, of course, because that's what we're talking about. But I also used Highest Potential. This is one of my very favorite oils. This one, I challenge you to do a 30-day challenge using it daily. This one is crazy amazing, okay? I'd used it 30 days in a row, twice now, and magical things happened in my life. Highest Potential, amazing. The other one I used, I splurged, y'all. I put on some rose. Now, let me tell you a little hint about rose. I just got to smell it because now I have it. It's the highest vibratory oil by far. It's incredible just to hold it in your hand. A great place to put it. Now you know. All right. should we step into the why discussion? You know I'm a blue personality now, right? There is like no hiding it, that's for sure. Okay, I actually wrote notes for today's talk, and for me, actually, that's pretty huge. So we're talking about the why, and I will say Sarah covers it really well in the book, so I didn't feel like I needed to reiterate this, but let me just say a few words. I know there's a lot of new builders on this in the game plan, so I really wanted to take a moment just to reiterate a little bit of what she talked about and why we want to know what our why is. Your why is the foundational reason behind anything, okay? It's also known as your come from. Where are you coming from with doing this business, okay? What is the energy behind it? Is it excitement? Is it, well, I'm just going to name other things. There can be scarcity. There can be fear. I think we've all been approached by friends who are doing business and doing a business, and they're coming from fear and panic. They're coming from, this absolutely has to happen. It doesn't feel very good at all. You need to find that part of you that gets excited, because then your come from is from a place of profound inspiration and excitement. And it needs to be genuine, okay? So this needs to be yours. Now, the reason we need this is it's your why that will keep you going. So your why has to be so important, it's more important than your fears. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Your why has to be more important than your fears, because this business is going to bring the stuff up, right? If you haven't experienced it already, you are going to. And I'm so sorry, I feel like I'm planting the seed of doom and gloom, but at the same time, we need to be aware, because when it happens, we can say, oh, that's what they were talking about, instead of letting it completely thwart us from our task. Instead, we just say, oh, we can identify it. This is what she's talking about, and now I see. And when your why is strong enough, when that stuff comes up, it becomes a speed bump, not a brick wall. Okay, so think about that. Is your why so strong? There is nothing that will stop you. I have literally burned the boats. Okay, I don't have a plan B. This has to work. Nothing stops me. I got stuff happening all the time, and I just keep going. Is your why that strong for you? Okay? The other thing your why will do for you is it's going to start tapping you into your soul's purpose. So that's the other thing that's really important, is it gets you onto the path of what you're supposed to be doing here on this earth. And what's so powerful about that is then your business is going to begin to resonate on a much deeper level. And this business model is so amazing, and Young Living is so amazing, that I've yet to have a why that comes to me from one of my team members where Young Living isn't the path. You know, whether it's financial, whether it's wellness or purpose. And everyone's why is one of those three things. We got it with Young Living. Right? It's awesome. Now, I told you that I was going to share with you yet another reason besides having that why that keeps you going, is it helps you take action. So your why needs to be emotional. And we're going to talk about that in a moment, and how you can help your team members, and maybe it's you who needs more help to get to that place. You've probably heard people say your why needs to make you cry. And if it doesn't make you cry, at least it needs to make your stomach get excited about it. The reason for that is that's emotion you're experiencing. And your why has to be so deep it taps into your emotions. The reason for that is that makes you move. Okay, if you think of emotion as energy in motion, emotion makes you move. Okay? And I'm telling you, I see it all the time. I have builders who don't have a strong why. Do they move? Not really. I got ones with really strong whys, and holy cow, they move. They move fast. And they move through their challenges because their why has emotion tied to it. Okay? So it's deep. Okay, so let's talk about how do we help people find their whys. Y'all want to hear this? I need to take a drink of water, so give me thumbs up if you want to hear how you can help people find their why. Okay, good. I was going to say this. Nobody wants to hear this? I love it, Trisha. Yes, goosebumps. And you know what? I do get goosebumps when someone actually hits their why and they say it. I get goosebumps. And to me, that's like a God wink that they're there. I know they're there. Okay, so what do? And keep in mind, this is a really important point too. People buy into two whys. The first why they buy into is yours. Okay, so your why, whether or not you even share it with them, you have to realize that your why is that come from. Remember I mentioned that come from earlier? So your why is where you're coming from. And that energy behind that come from comes through as you tell your story, as you talk about the oils, as you talk about the business. They're going to buy into that first. The next thing they're going to buy into is their why. And they will never go any further than a basic builder until they have their own why. Okay, I always feel like there's two ahas, right? There's like, oh, aha, when they hear your why and they start to get it. And then they go, oh, aha, when they realize they can have what they want too. Okay, so we need to be able to help people tap into that. The most important thing that you can do is to be very, very curious. And I mean crazy curious and fascinated when someone starts to talk about what they want. Okay, you want to feel like Sherlock Holmes and that you're investigating. Okay, and you're digging and you're digging and you're helping them dig and get excited for them. Here's the thing. Everybody knows what they want somewhere in their being. But usually it's buried under years and years and years and years of you can't have that, you don't deserve that, you're not good enough to create that for yourself. So I like to see it as it's like an onion, okay? What someone really wants is buried deep beneath layers and layers and layers of people saying things to them. Like, you can't make money doing that, or you're not good enough, or you can't do that. You don't deserve that. You don't deserve money. You don't deserve nice things in life. You're always going to need help. You'll never be as good as I am. Whatever it is. And we all have those messages inside of us, right? So someone's why is hidden deep underneath this. And usually the only access they have to it is something that's way out of left field. Okay, so stick with me here. This is really important. This story actually comes from, for those of you who don't know, I'm a life coach in my I've been a life coach my entire adult career in my other life. And this story comes from a different life coach. But it's a great one, and it really speaks to how you can help people find their why. So this life coach is sitting with a man, and she said, "What do you want?" And he said, "I don't know." And she said, "What do you want?" He said, "I don't know." For 3 months. "I don't know. I don't know." Finally he blurted, "Okay, fine. What I really want is a sports car, but it feels superficial, so it can't be it." Now, she, being the amazing coach she is, responded appropriately, and listened to this, because this is how you need to respond. "That's awesome. Go test drive one. See what you think." So you see what she's doing? She's saying, that's okay. That's okay. Let's investigate this. What is it about a sports car that draws you in? So he goes and he test drives it. And he comes back the next week, and she said, "All right, talk to me." He goes, "Yeah, that wasn't it." She said, "All right, well, that's okay. What did you like, though?" And he said, "I like to drive fast." And I'm going to shorten this story. It's a really long one. So he eventually, at one point, he becomes the pit crew for NASCAR. Sorry, so he's around fast cars. And he does that for a while, and he goes, you know, that's not it. She said, but what did you like? And he goes, you know, I like to stroke the cars. Now, part of he's going, God, that's weird. But she, being the amazing coach she is like, that's awesome. What about that was amazing? Well, he ultimately became a world-famous metal sculptor. But it was buried, initially, under years and years and years of you can't do that. You can't be an artist. You can't make money being an artist. Whatever it was. The only access he had to that was wanting to buy a sports car. But because it felt superficial, he never investigated it. He judged himself for wanting that. Y'all, you can't judge it, okay? You gotta let people explore what they want and let them explore it in a safe environment. And keep going. That's great. Why? That's amazing. I love that. Why? You know, I'd love to have $1 million. That's great. I would too. What are you going to do with yours? I'll tell you what I'm going to do with mine. Right? Doesn't that feel good? How many people have said, oh my God, everyone wants $1 million. Instead of saying, that is fabulous. I'm totally going to have $1 million too. I cannot wait. What are you going to do with yours? Tell me all about what gets you excited about $1 million. I mean, is it a house? That's great. Where are you going to live? Have you picked it out? Do you know the area? Do you know the school system you want to be in? I want a vacation. Oh, vacationing is so much fun. You're going to take the kids, you're going to leave them at home. Where do you want to go? What are your top 5 places you want to go to? Have you looked them up? Do you know what hotel you're going to stay in? How does that feel to hear that? It's amazing, right? It's like, okay, I want to be able to support organizations. Yes. Which ones? Which ones feel your heart? Personally, I want to go on those Young Living Foundation mission trips. I cannot wait to do those. I want to take each of my kids on one before they leave home. And my daughter is 16. I'm running out of time. So my why is very important because I want to get her to those to be able to do that before she leaves home. Now, if someone is really stuck, tap into their colors. And I think most of you, I know there were some posts about wondering about the colors. There are 4 main colors. I want to talk about each one really quickly because it helps you tap into it. So someone's like, God, I just don't know. It's like, all right, well, I happen to know you're yellow. And yellows, by the way, are servants. They like to serve people, okay? They want to help people. You know, I know you're yellow. I know you like to help people. Can you think of any foundations you might like to help? You know, Mary Young always says, more money in the hands of good people is a good thing. You know, and quoting that for them. Did you know the Young Living Foundation gives 100% of its donations to the people it serves? None of the administrative costs come from the donations. All of that is supported by the corporate office. Did you know that? Did you know you could go on mission trips? Start feeding into their color. Reds. Did you know there's no income ceiling? Can you wrap your head around not having income ceiling? Do you know that you can go as fast as you want to go? You make more phone calls in a day, you're going to make more money. How much you make is directly tied to how much you do. How amazing would that be? What would you do with unlimited income? Where would you go? Okay, now I'm starting to tap into blues. Blues are in it for fun, right? For travel. That's me. Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? Did you know the diamond trip next year is Banff? Holy cow, wouldn't that be amazing? You have to be diamond by November. What do you think? And then greens. Okay, y'all, those of you who are greens, what gets you going? I literally have this much green. I've taken the quiz twice. Both times, 0 green. I have no idea what taps into greens hearts. So just feel free to post below what will get a green heart going. Except maybe you're never done learning. Is that a good one? I don't know. So tap into their color and start to lead them, because here's the thing. So many times it's so buried, and people are so buried in fear in their life and are just trying to keep up with their day-to-day. they can't imagine possibilities. Okay? We are so stuck in probabilities that we can't imagine possibilities at all. Okay? So it's okay to feed them possibilities. You can direct them. There's nothing, this is not like therapy where they have to figure it out on their own, right? Totally direct them. It's like, is there a new car you might like? Is there a house? I have a dream house. Already picked it out. It's on the market right now. So think about, and then I hear greens. You guys are saying really funny things. It's cracking me up. A new binder, the organization of the company and the training. So that one, Danae, though, think of it this way, though. Okay, and Danae, I happen to know, Danae's my sister. Hey, sister. I happen to know, though, that you need to tap into your why, like your deeper reason, that deeper thing. Is that going to be maybe a new binder? But what will tap into the deeper reason for the greens? I'm surrounded by greens. It's hysterical. I married a green. My biggest builder is a green. My daughter is a green. My upline is green. And there's a reason God's like, we have to give this girl as much green help as we can. Okay, so you are going to keep going with this person until you feel like they're there. Now, I told you I get goosebumps. I'm telling you, you will feel it because they will feel it. And there'll be a pause. There'll be like this, I can have that. There will be tears. Often the why makes you cry. But here's the thing. It's often because it is the first time someone has said, oh my God, I can have that. I'm starting to tear actually just thinking about it. I cry really easily. Sorry, guys. I think it's the blue in me. It makes me special. At least that's what my mom says. So keep going. Keep going. And I will share with you, a glass of wine often helps because that sets aside some of the limiting beliefs that people have and lets them begin to explore and dig. Oh, I like that, Danae. That she loves researching to help people. And Kiara, I know, isn't that true? It is so much fun. Okay, I know I have yellow, quite a bit of yellow. So this might be true for not true for everyone, but I can tell you from my heart that I am so moved by other people's whys, and I do this business to help other people get their whys. And in helping other people achieve their whys, of course, I reach mine. It's amazing. One of the best things my mentor ever said was, he said, set aside your vision board and create one for your team. And you guys, if you can see it up there, I have a vision board with images from all of my major leaders. I know what they want. Their vision is up there. That's my vision board. Because the more I can achieve other people's dreams, the more I achieve mine. How cool is that? It doesn't have to be about me, which is really powerful. Yes, December, I need your image, my friend. Okay, questions, you guys. Questions at all? And you know what? Feel free to post them below because, and I'll go through all the comments. I missed a lot of them, I know, as I was talking. So if you have questions, feel free to post them below. Those of you who are listening to this later, feel free to post them below. I love finding people's whys. It is so much fun. I will tell you, the two things that hold people back from finding their why is, one is they really don't believe it's possible. So it's buried deep. Okay? The second one is the belief that is so strong that says they can't have it, that they don't even want to entertain it because they don't want to get their hopes up. Now realize this is subconscious. They're not conscious this is going on, but it's in there, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to piggyback this live stream with another one that I'm doing on my Facebook page, as you know, about the beliefs one. It's in half an hour. I'm going to take a quick break, eat dinner, and come back. So if you want to join me to learn about how to get past your limiting beliefs, that'll be on my Facebook page, facebook.com Laura Erdman-Luntz, no spaces. You can also search for me at Muse Laura Erdman-Luntz. All right, guys, I hope this has lit your fire to find your own why. Make sure that it is emotional, and meet your accountability partner, chat with your sponsor, whomever, a good friend, a glass of wine, your journal, the coffee shop where you sit for a couple of hours and think about it. Let your freak flag fly, guys. Just let yourself pour it all out there. I want it all. What does that look like? Because here's the thing. You're going to find a time when you go, okay, that's enough. I don't really need that. Right? And that's a really powerful place to be. Okay, guys. Thanks for joining me. We will see you tomorrow back. I hope everything's going well. I hope to see you on the Beliefs live stream. If you want to join me there, you are absolutely welcome to. I would love to see you there. I feel like there's more that I need to say, but we can always post if there's more. I'm checking my list. Make sure you keep up, and thanks for joining us, you guys. It's been amazing. Thank you for letting me pour out onto you tonight. And what I hope for you is this helps you ignite your Young Living business, because that is what we're here to do for you over the next 5 weeks. All right, guys. Have a great night. Thank you.